Warning! The rides in this video are so terrifying, you may actually poop yourself from just watching this video. Especially the top 3. You've been warned. 10. Red Force, Spain. Coming in at number 10 on the list is Red Force, one of the most intense roller coasters in the world. Standing at an incredible 112 meters tall, that's 367 feet. This monster launches riders from 0 to 180 kilometers per hour in just a few seconds, sending them racing up a towering vertical track. As you rocket towards the sky, the track climbs almost vertically before sending you back down the other side. With its brutal acceleration and enormous height, Red Force feels less like a roller coaster and more like being fired out of a cannon towards the sky. This is the tallest coaster in Europe and the 3rd tallest in the entire world. If this doesn't get your heart pumping, there is something seriously wrong with you and you should probably seek some kind of psychiatric help. 9. X2, California. This is definitely one of the most intense and scary coasters in the world. In this 4th dimension coaster, the seat rotates 360 degrees independently of the track, meaning you're constantly flipping head over heels while the coaster races through massive drops, inversions and sharp turns. The ride begins with a terrifying 215-foot ascent, followed by a nearly vertical 215-foot drop. That's 65 meters. At a speed of 76 miles per hour, that's 122 kilometers per hour. What really makes X2 so terrifying is that you never know which way you'll be facing next. One moment you're staring at the sky, the next you're diving face first towards the ground. This coaster is one of a kind because the company Aerodynamics that built it filed for bankruptcy upon finishing this ride due to its massive cost. Unpredictable, disorienting, and unlike almost any other roller coaster in the world. Even for thrill seekers, this might be a bit too much. 8. Giant Canyon Swing, Colorado. This adrenaline pumping attraction is not for the faint of heart, and it easily earns its place among the top 10 scariest rides in the world. The ride is found at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park and is a massive swing located right at the edge of a cliff. Giant Canyon Swing gives thrill seekers an unforgettable high-speed swing over a 1,300 feet drop. That's almost 400 meters. Imagine the moment when the swing has you high up in the air, staring down at the Colorado River, while your heart is trying to beat itself through your rib cage. That's what this ride does. If roller coasters aren't terrifying enough for you, you need to book yourself a trip to Colorado. Just make sure to take an extra pair of underwear with you when you go. 7. Cannibal, Utah. No, this coaster won't eat you, but it might scare your pants off. The 116-degree initial drop is the tallest beyond vertical drop in the world. Cannibal begins with a 197-foot vertical elevator lift, that's 60 meters, before dropping riders down that heart-stopping 116-degree beyond vertical plunge, at speeds reaching 70 miles per hour, that's 112 kilometers. The nightmare doesn't end there. 4 intense inversions, a high-speed underground tunnel, and powerful G-forces make every second feel completely out of control. The scariest part is definitely that first drop that has you staring straight down at the ground before gravity takes over. It's one of the most unique and intimidating roller coasters ever built, making Cannibal a deserving entry among the world's scariest rides. Pooped yourself yet? No? Well, it's about to get even crazier from here on. 6. Formula Rossa, United Arab Emirates. Previously the fastest coaster in the world, it accelerates to 149.1 miles per hour. That's 240 kilometers per hour. Holy cucumber crap, that is fast. And it accelerates to this speed in just 4.9 seconds, hitting you with a Formula 1 level acceleration almost instantly. The track stretches over 2 kilometers, sending riders flying through the desert at a super high speed. And because the wind and dust can be brutal at these velocities, riders even have to wear protective goggles. Yes, you heard me right. On this coaster you have to wear protective goggles. That should tell you something about how scary it is. You may also want to wear a clothespin on your nose because somebody always poops themselves during the launch. With the explosive launch, insanely high speed, and feeling that you're being shot out of a cannon, it would have been the most blasphemous sin to leave this roller coaster off this list. Don't mess around with Formula Rossa. I warned you. 5. Falcon's Fury, Imagine being lifted 335 feet into the air, only to have your seat tilt forward until you're staring straight down at the ground. That's Falcon's Fury. After a slow ascent to 335 feet, riders are rotated 90 degrees into a face-down position, held there for a few terrifying moments, and then released into a near 60 miles per hour free fall that lasts about 5 seconds. This is probably the scariest drop tower in the world, and when you're plummeting toward the ground, those 5 seconds can feel like an eternity. It's basically skydiving without a parachute. Falcon's Fury proves that sometimes the scariest part of a ride isn't going up, it's knowing exactly what's waiting for you when you reach the top. 4. Pterodactyl, Colorado. If you're afraid of heights, Pterodactyl is basically your worst nightmare. If you love a thrill, it's still guaranteed to get your heart pumping. Just make sure to poop before getting on it. This extreme ride launches you nearly 200 feet off the ground, sending you screaming out over the edge of a massive canyon, but there is no slow ascent to prepare you. Riders are pulled back, suspended high above the canyon, and then released, sending them into a terrifying freefall at speeds of around 100 miles per hour. That's 160 kilometers per hour. Pterodactyl turns a beautiful mountain view into one of the most terrifying rides you'll ever experience. Yes, even more terrifying than an actual pterodactyl dinosaur. Although having to experience one of these two, I would probably go with the ride, since I have this weird thing about not wanting to get eaten by a monster. Before the hair raising top 3, please like the video and subscribe for amusement park content in the future. Thank you, let's get back into it. 3. Extreme, Nevada. One of the most recognizable buildings on the Las Vegas Strip is the Strat. On top of this building at 900 feet, that's 274 meters, sits one of the scariest motherfucking rides ever built on this planet. This is not a typical roller coaster. It doesn't have drops, or loops, or launches. Extreme takes the idea of a roller coaster and turns it into a complete freaking nightmare. Perched more than 900 feet above the ground, this giant seesaw-like ride repeatedly launches riders over the edge of the tower. The terrifying part is that the coaster car actually extends over the edge of the building, leaving you staring straight down at the streets of Las Vegas below. It's designed to make you feel like you're about to fall off a skyscraper. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to fall off a skyscraper. That is not on my bucket list. But thank God it doesn't actually happen, even though it sort of tricks your brain into thinking it will. You might as well put this on your bucket list. 2. Top Thrill 2, Ohio. Top Thrill 2, which replaced Top Thrill Dragster, is no doubt one of the scariest freaking rides in the world. It launches you a total of 3 times, with the first launch shooting you from 0 to 74 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. That's 119 kilometers per hour, sending you racing towards a towering 420-foot top hat, but not quite making it to the top. After that, the train reverses and launches you 2 more times, gaining a speed of 120 miles per hour, then blasting you forward towards that 420-foot ascent to the top. That's 130 freaking meters. There are no words for how insane and scary this coaster is, so I guess I have to make up a new word. Skaboodly doodly. Yeah, you heard me, I said it, and I don't give a f***. Personally, I have not been on this coaster, and I will never be on this coaster. Not only is it very far from Finland where I live, but it also looks so damn scary that I'm never even gonna go near it. Anybody who's actually been on it, mad respect. 1. Falcon's Flight, Saudi Arabia. Time for number 1. The scariest coaster or ride for that matter in the whole world. This ultimate record breaker is the tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster ever built. The ride stretches for nearly 4.3 kilometers, that's 2.6 miles. Speed is 250 kilometers per hour, that is 150 miles per hour. And it climbs to 195 meters above the ground, that is 640 feet. The scariest part is an almost vertical drop of an actual cliff, with an almost 160 meter descent. As far as roller coasters go, it does not get more terrifying than this, and personally I have to admit that there is no way in hell I would ever go on this one. Nuh-uh. That's it for this time. Please remember to subscribe. See you in the next one.